The way that we demonstrate trust in God's Word, the way we demonstrate that we learned God's Word, the way we demonstrate that we love God's Word is by living God's Word. This is the test, okay? This is the acid test to know that if it's really real in our lives. Because there are a lot of people who appreciate the Bible, a lot of people who respect the Bible, a lot of people who have some intellectual knowledge of the Bible. They can say, oh yeah, I know something about the Bible. But there are also a lot of those same folks that never apply the Bible to their lives. So living God's Word means that we do what His Word says, and that's where the blessings come. Jesus said in John chapter 14, verse 23, Jesus replied, all who love me will do what I say. They'll obey my word. My Father will love them and we will come and make our home with them. A very familiar story. Jesus gave it to us in Matthew chapter 7. Anyone who hears and obeys these teachings of mine is like what kind of person? So to be called wise, what must you do? And anyone who hears and obeys these teachings of mine is like a wise person who built a house on solid rock. Rain poured down, rivers flooded, winds beat against that house, but it did not fall because it was built on solid rock. So here's the house built on obedience, hearing and obeying God's word. It's on solid rock. The rains come, the rivers, the floods, but the house stands. He goes on to say this. Anyone who hears, talking hearing again, my teaching and doesn't obey them. So now he's countering this with another option. Is like a foolish person. So the foolish person, they hear, both hears, but the difference is in obedience. One obeys, one doesn't. Is like a foolish person who built a house on sand. The rain poured down, the rivers flooded, and the winds blew and beat against that house. Finally, it fell with a great crash. What I will tell you is this. In life, there are going to be times when it's going to rain. In life, it's going to be times when the rivers are going to flood. There'll be times in everybody's life when the wind is going to blow. The difference is whether you built your life on solid rock, and the solid rock is defined by those who hear and obey God's word. James says it this way. With this, we'll conclude today. James chapter 1, verse 22. Don't just listen to God's word. You must do what it says. Otherwise, you're only fooling yourself.